receivers both left and right.
See a little Williams action.
Justin Hirschfeld, lefty, Robert Traver, and we're off.
Just like they're not stopping. It's all about possession. They've got to just force a turnover.
There are a couple of minutes to get back in form when she comes back.
I don't quite get the Bellingham hitting philosophy right now.
Outside to Kristen. And Millis keeps it alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Fisher Field for Medfield versus Dover-Sherborn. This is for the Tri-Valley League Championship. I'm Bill Stewart along with my broadcast partner, Nick Brown. Nick, say hello to the folks.
Hello, folks. How you doing, Billy?
I'm doing great. Couldn't be better. No place I'd rather be.
What do you think of tonight's matchup?
Well, I'll tell you, the last time these two teams faced off, it ended up in overtime, so you know we're going to be up for a good one today. What's your thoughts, Nick?
Well, tough game. The last go around facing Dover-Sherborn, they were minus two of their top players, Bailey Laidman and Hargreave, and those two guys can definitely put the ball in the back of the net. That was an overtime win by Medfield, 15-14. Wasn't quite an impressive game. It was a cold night, so hopefully later in the season, everyone's at full strength and we have a little bit more of a competitive game, a little bit more in the favor of Medfield.
Well, if I remember too, it was about 40 degrees last time these two teams faced off. It's probably 65 degrees and sunny. You couldn't ask for better lacrosse weather. We're getting ready for the opening face-off. Jack Henry Vara is going down. The ref is placing the ball, and we're about ready to get this thing kicked off. Everyone's excited.
There's always strong clamp and a good pullback by DS. Fast break coming in. First shot, save right off the bat with Gately. It's good to get that one right off the bat. DS does a really good job getting to the sideline to maintain possession, but it looked like, to me, Bill, that Jack Henry had that clamp and then a strong pullback from DS to maintain possession.
Must have been a miscommunication, Nick. Oh, that's great defense by Greg Robinson. Is that Greg Robinson?
It was Greg right there, pushing him out of bounds. I think the DS player might have gotten a little bit confused on the color of the lines. Today we're playing blue on the end and sidelines, and that does get confusing down the end with the yellows from the for the girls' paint on it. But Garfield just springing loose, bringing it up for a nice clear, nice and easy, and we're going back into a nice settled position with Matthew Traber behind the net.
Yep, so this is what Medfield does. They're going to get their offensive people in. They're going to work the ball around. They're going to be very patient. It's one of the trademarks of this Medfield team. They wait for their opportunity, and then they take it.
McCormick down the sidelines. He had a massive game last game. He potted 7 goals, an absolutely epic performance for him. And Cahill with a big rip, and Najarif backing it up. Sun's definitely going to be an issue on the Medfield defensive side early on, first and third. Medfield's working the ball around very nicely with Reef up back and a beautiful feed to Matthew Traber, who just one time buries it for the first goal of the game.
How many times have you seen it from those two, Nick?
You know, it's just two-man ball, and that's what we always like, especially two-man behind the net, Bill. And these guys have been playing together since first grade. That was textbook. Nice feed. I think a miscommunication. There was no slide, really no one on Matthew Traber. Buried it with a beautiful bounce shot. Reef
to Traber, that won't be the first time, in my opinion, that we're going to hear that tonight.
I'd be very surprised, but 10:56 in the game. Medfield strikes first, 1-0, Medfield.
All right, here we go for another face-off. We love the battle on the sidelines out of Matt Dold. He drives his people crazy. Let's watch him on number 10.
It's a nice win out by Jack. Yep, great back check.
So just like the first face-off, Nick, looked like Vara controlled the ball, put it where he wanted to put it. Just wasn't a Medfield person there. This time he did pick it up and instantly slapped out of his stick by the defender.
Yeah, he did a really good job. Jack Henry had it. Now remember, new rules are you can't take more than one step with the ball in the back of your stick. So kudos to the DS face-off. He did a really good job on a back check, took it down, and we did a nice job picking him up. The ball was loose on the ground, and they maintained possession. But really good job by ID to pick up that fast shot. Wow.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of a shot from Bailey Laidman. That's the player that we did not see the last time these two teams met. Also looking at the starting lineups, Nick, for Medfield on defense, we've got John Quinn, not Davis White tonight, along with Sam Norman and Greg Robinson. So a little bit of a change on defense. I think they wanted to They like these matchups a little bit better against this tough attack lineup from Dover-Sherborn, and we'll see how that works out for them.
Yeah, Quinn brings a little element of a lot of physical to the game. He's a big kid, very strong, good football player. Laidman, number 7, is a sophomore, Bill? I think he's a sophomore.
He's a junior, Nick.
He's a junior. He's 2-time All-American, and he's already committed to UNC, so he's going to be playing down at Chapel Hill in a couple of years. Just a tremendous player, one-shot, absolute snipe. Coming out of the sun as well. That's going to play a factor if they keep getting the ball into his hands.
Yep, so there's an unforced turnover. McLean loses the ball. It dribbles out of bounds. Dover-Sherborn ball.
TS always comes to play us, Bill. I don't care, what the records are of these teams. It's always just a great game. Coach Mack for DS has just done a great job. He's won back-to-back state titles, Division III, and these kids are always very, very well prepared to play us, and they play up for us.
Mm-hmm. No, they do. This is their championship every year.
Good lift check by Greg. That was a great lift check by Greg Robinson. Big shot and
second
big
save for
save.
Gately.
Second one. That one had a lot on it, but when you're shooting from that far out, you're not really going to challenge Kyle Gately, for sure. But trying to clear the ball up, Gately bringing it up, obviously aware of the clock, get it to McLean, who's going to get an easy touch into the box. 9:05 in the game, tied score at 1-1. McLean settles down and brings it up top.
So this is exactly how they like to start it off. They like Cahill up top. They like that initial dodge. He sees what he has. Nothing's there. Moves the ball around. Oh, McLean off the crossbar. Going low to high. Ball goes back over midfield. Who's it coming up? Sam Norman fighting.
This has really been a tough time for us in the last month of play, as our ground balls have really not gone our way. I don't know whether it's lack of effort or whatnot. Big save by Gately, number 3. Ian gets possession, stays in the crease for his 4 seconds. We've really struggled on those ground balls, Bill, but McLean with an absolute bullet hits the crossbar, quarter-inch lower, he's got a goal. So a good possession by us and a good clear by Sam. Sam gets Sam Norman with a nice touch and gets it up to the attack so we can start doing some work.
So for everyone at home, as the rules go, you get during a clear, you have 20 seconds to get the ball over midfield. You get another 10 to get it into the offensive box. So when we talk about getting a touch, it's getting that ball and touching a foot into that offensive area.
Which is right at the 30-yard line for everyone watching. Oh, quick shot, easy save.
A little bit of a scrum in front of the Dover-Sherborn net. Finds the outlet player. Looks like we might have a fast break. Nope. Cahill gets back on defense.
Oh, my boy.
Bailey Laidman, there he is. That's the guy that we didn't see last time.
That was a snipe. And unsettled situation. He really got a good shot off up high, top post. So we've just got to do a better job at our possessions, not forcing the ball, obviously. And again, Bill, ground balls. We're not doing well on ground balls early on in this game. Dover-Sherborn Raiders up 2-1 against Medfield with 7:32 on the clock.
It all started with the clear, Nick. The goalie kept his composure. He found the streaking man on the sideline, hit him, turned into a quasi-fast break. Unsettled situation. They took advantage and scored the goal.
He did a very nice job on that transition.
There we go.
Great move by Jack. Jack had that clamped and absolutely raked it back perfectly right into Andrew Garfield's stick. Good communication. No need to rush the ball. And just settle it. And if they want to carry you or cover you behind the net, let them. And Nigel Reef will just take it for a nice little run.
Now here we got Mark Nevins coming in as an offensive midi. Good to see Mark out there.
You got Matt Johnson as well, and
Connor Carodi.
Looks like Connor Carodi. So we got the twos out there right now for the midfielders. A little bit of a force on that one, but it was a good take to the cage. It looks like he did get his hands jammed up. Good play defensively on Matthew Trieber.
Nick, it's nice to see this second line out there. We looked at the rosters before the game. 26 men on the Dover-Sherborn roster, 38 on Medfield. So we want to make sure that we've got fresh legs out there. Let's run them into the ground, and Let's see how they can react.
Nigel bringing it around that right side. Big shot up top, right hand. It's a good shot. Much more prefer it to be kind of down on his waist, maybe off stick side, but I'm not out there. But it was a strong shot, strong take to the net.
Nick, it seems to me like Dover-Sherborn's clearing the ball at will. I'd like to see Medfield put a little bit more pressure on them, not make it so easy.
They're doing a really nice job. It's effortless on their transition right now. The goalie does a very quick outlet pass, and that sets it all up. He's not thinking hard about it. He's just getting it to that shorty.
Yep, Dover-Sherborn goalie Ross Bernard playing a heck of a game so far.
I think both goalies having a good game. I think Kyle Gailey's already got 3 saves already and on some pretty tough shots. He's not stopping those 2 shots by Laidman. Those things were lasers and had eyes on him. But DS is doing a nice job moving the ball around, and the twos are still out there playing defense.
I tell you, this Dover-Sherborn team has a lot of big bodies. If you look at number 8, Man, and you look at number 9, these kids are easily 6.5 feet, it seems like, out there.
Yeah, that was an inside move on Greg Robinson, and the slide was late to get there. Virtually impossible shot to save. Once you get inside and you're right off the crease, he had very good composure to put it away. 5:16 left. Dover-Sherborn has jumped out to a 3-1 lead on Medfield. Fairly even on the faceoffs. I give Jack Henry Vara the advantage. He is getting that possession, maintaining possession of those ground balls.
It looks like time of possession in the offensive zones has been pretty even, too, at this point, Nick. I think DS has just been able to take advantage of their opportunities a little bit more than Medfield has.
Well, they certainly have a high shooting percentage tonight. I don't think they've missed very many. So Jack Henry with a really strong win right there.
Great job.
He's just going to get that touch and dump it off to an open attackman. He's got that touch, and he'll swing it probably back up to McCordick or drop it down for help to Matthew Trieber.
Well, it looks like the scouting report on Vara has been correct. They're playing him very tough, Nick, after he takes possession of the ball.
It's a great play by Vara. The attack have to show up a lot quicker, and the incoming middies have to show up quicker to help him out. His job, he does well. That's getting the ball and facing it off. They need to be there for them, which I don't think they were on that last play. I think we could do a lot better job helping them, but fortunately, Dover-Sherborn made an uncharacteristic mistake on a clear and threw the ball out of bounds, and I'm not sure if even the Sun maybe assisted in that one.
I'll tell you, I think Medfield had a great ride on that. I'd give as much credit to Medfield for putting pressure on as I would for Dover-Sherborn turning the ball over on that.
And this is a big possession right here, Bill. You got to just stop the bleeding and get it to a 1-goal game as we're coming towards the latter half of the first quarter with 4:27 left. McLean drawing that big long pole, dumps in the double team, and just gets through Cahill on that miss, out of bounds, loss of possession.
Thought that might have been tipped at first, Nick, but apparently the referee didn't agree. The ball goes to Black, Dover-Sherborn.
It looked like it might have just touched Cahill's stick, took his eye off it for a second. He was in that slot for a good shot, and that happens. A little bit of jitters right now, but we'll probably should be settling down, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
All right, here we go.
Fast break.
Kevin McCordick with the ball. We haven't called his name yet today in the first quarter. Let's see what he can do. Great ball movement.
That's a great feed.
Nigel Reef with a tremendous finish. Great feed. As good ball movement as you're going to see in high school lacrosse, Nick, that's for sure.
You know me, Bill. I love that weak side. And the freshman, Murphy, just did not hesitate. Caught that ball a couple feet off the ground. As he landed, he just knew where he was going before he hit the ground. Fed Reef right in the powerhouse in a strong left hand, and he just finished it really nice. 3:50 left. Medfield brings it up to 1. DS 3, Medfield 2. Great finish by Nigel, and a great pass by Murphy. Fantastic. Good presence. You're up in the air.
No,
swinging around.
He did a great job. I think it went from Murphy to Trieber to Reef, but we'll have to check the replay. See who we award that assist to. There we go. Good battle. Andrew Garfield likes to battle for those. Looks like we had a defensive player step. out of the box before possession was called.
So that's a good play. Maybe if you do not have possession, the defensive team from Medfield cannot step outside of that 30-yard line, what we call the box. And he did have 1 foot out. It's a really good call. Great defense right there. Great defense. Greg Robinson, just a strong kid, keeping him off that perimeter. Garfield's tough, isn't he?
He plays great defense. He doesn't let his man in. He drives him right down the alley.
Oh, they didn't call that. They're letting him play. They didn't call that. I thought that might have been maybe an interference or even a trip, but we got away with that one.
Well, we heard something. I don't know if he got stick first, Nick.
Yeah, it did. It sounded like it was probably a stick. If it was a helmet, I don't think that would happen.
Man down. Ball bounces dover-Sherborn's way.
Greg Robinson laying the lumber tonight. A very effective check-in. He's keeping them way, way back. They're going to a two-man trying to get that pick, which they do, and it's a mismatch right there. It's a really nice play. They got the mismatch and got the attackman free with a shorty on him. Garfield and Robinson transitioned really well, but he had an extra step in Andrew. And good composure and finished it off.
Well, we talked to Coach Isaac before the game, and one of the things that he said as far as keys to the game was communication on defense. It doesn't look like there was a lot of talk on that one, Nick. We saw that pick coming from a mile away.
Yeah, you can see it getting set up. You got to anticipate that. I think Greg knew it was coming. Andrew was just that one step behind. Usually with his speed, he can catch up. And, kudos to DS. They finished 2:30 left in the game. 2:30 left in the quarter with DS 4, Medfield 2. Oh, that could go either way on a push.
Yep, battling for the ground ball. Jack Cahill comes up. He's got a fast break. Hits the point. Murph, let's go. Oh, great save and a great hustle by Cahill getting to that sideline. Possession remains with Medfield.
Oh, and Murphy just let go a bomb. Great save by the goalie. And great hustle by Cahill. That could have gone either way, and he just was not going to be beat to that sideline to get possession. McLean drawing the long pole, as always. Must be frustrating, but he always seems to find a way to put the ball in the back of the net.
Cahill with a great dodge, fakes out his man, and finishes. Outstanding move and finish by Jack Cahill, number 10.
Nope, that's McCordick, Bill. It was Kevin.
Sorry about that.
You fired up about it. We all get a little excited.
Apologies to the McCordick contingent. We'll make sure that we get that in the official scorebook.
You know, that was a great shot, a good bounce shot, always a high percentage shot, and Kevin did a great job. Great shot selection. Back within 1, dover-Sherborn 4, Medfield 3 with 1:54 left in the first quarter.
Well, this is where Jack Henry Vara can drive you crazy. Win a faceoff like this, possession for Medfield, we could walk into the end of the first quarter with a tie game. Let's see what happens.
Got to get that ground ball. Got to go.
Oh, Dole hat. Oh.
He's going to get the push. He got the push. A little weak.
Yep, number 34, John Quinn, put a body on his man just a little bit too much in the back, not enough from the side. And you will get that call just about every time. Possession goes to Dover-Sherborn. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Let's see what they can do.
I think there was a couple of calls, even on that face-off, that could have been a push of DS on us. We didn't go down, but once you do go down, regardless of the intent, you're going to pick up that call pretty much every time.
All right. So Dover-Sherborn moving the ball around, trying to be patient in their own right. Waiting for some kind of a breakdown. They might have to wait for a while because that doesn't happen too often.
No, they're going to eat up the clock. They're going to get the last shot at the end of the quarter. Leave at least 1 up, if not 2. Referees won't call anything as long as that's in the box. There's no stall or delay.
Someone took that off the leg. Think it was Sam Norman. Shakes it off. Bounces right back in. Tough kid.
Laban's not afraid to shoot, is he, Bill?
Nope. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Turnover, Dover-Sherborn. Tommy Schofield picks the ball up.
Stay out of those corners. Good job. Good clear, Tommy. That's a great clear. Stayed away from trouble.
But couldn't stay away from that last long ball. Comes up White. Ball's bouncing all over the place. Hot potato. Comes up Reef.
They just have to settle. Plenty of time. 35 seconds left. McLean's got a shorty, so pretty much I think I know where this one's going to go. Hopefully in the back of the net. He's going to take him absolutely with a shorty.
Now he's double teamed. Lost it in the sun. Nothing he can do. You can see. They've got to keep those passes low.
It's going to be there for the next quarter and a half. Going to know where the sun is and know where those passes are strong and where they compromise when they get them up high like that. That's a tough break. That was a great possession that we were able to get.
10 seconds left. Dover-Sherborn loses the ball. They don't get a chance. 4.6. Looks like this is going to be the end of the first quarter. Let's just take care of this thing.
That's it.
Goes to Gately. End of the first quarter. So, at the end of one, Dover-Sherborn Raiders 4, your Medfield Warriors 3. Heck of a first quarter. Nick, what did you see?
You know, I just think of some of the concerns that, Coach has going into the game, and it's obviously our ground balls. We have to do a much, much better job. Offense is very spread out right now. Treba with 1, Reef with 1, and McCordick with 1. I think we had some good ball movement. I think we've had good shot selection. I will say that DS is deadly when the ball gets in number 7's hands with Bailey Laidman. He's got a very quick release, and he's going to UNC for a reason. I think we played pretty good. I think we felt each other out a little bit. I think we were a little bit tentative. I think we'll see a lot more from up top offensively. I think you're going to see our middies start and shoot on the run. And let's see how DS does on this end of the field. And maybe mix up the shot selection. He's a good goalie. He's very good up high, so maybe we start bringing the ball down low.
Yep, Ross Bernard has played a great first quarter in net for Dover-Sherborn. Again, Coach Isef talked to us before the game. 2 things that he wanted to make sure: we won faceoffs and we won ground balls and stayed away from turnovers. It seems like all 3 of those, or at least the turnovers and ground balls, have stung Medfield in this first quarter.
Yeah,
Let's see if they can improve upon that.
Yeah, I think there's always a bit of improvement on the ground balls. I think towards the end of the quarter, we saw some really good effort, especially from Jack Cahill picking up some loose balls. I think Jack Henry's doing a really good job. Dover-Sherborn's doing a fantastic job at the face-off as well. I think we have to do a better job on the wings. We have to do a better job showing for Jack and give him an outlet pass. His job is done. He gets that big clamp, he wins it, help him. But I think going forward, we've got a game. It's a 1-goal game, and by no means that I think a TVL championship game would be any less than 1 or 2 goals.
Well, we've got the teams jogging back out onto the field, getting ready for the second quarter. Switching ends, of course. Clock set at 12 minutes, and we're getting ready to start off this second quarter.
Bringing McLean out on the wing. One of the better ground ballers on the team for sure. So that might be an adjustment. And interestingly enough, Bill, you're looking at Dold isn't covering close. He's spread off the wing on the far end.
So maybe he knows where the ball's going. Let's see if Jack Henry can put it in his pocket. Battling for the face-off as always. Comes up McLean.
Beautiful. Great pickup by McLean. Right at his feet. Tough angle. And he's drawn that line pole again, and he's being very patient. Get our personnel out there. We got Cahill up top with McLean, and it looks like McCourt coming in off the wing. We're going to spread this out and run, looks like a 2-3 from down the bottom. Oop, got to be careful, Kevin. Done.
Now that one was Cahill. That was a great look by John McLean. Found the man open, right in the hole. Cahill buries it.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Nice feed. John McLean got double teamed. Cahill finds that nice soft spot up top, arms extended, and he's got a gun for a shot and did a great job just finishing it.
All right, so 4-4 feels a little bit better for the Medfield fans.
A little bit. That was a strong face-off. Jack tied that ball up real nice. No one's giving him a call on a hold. These referees are doing a very good job at letting them kind of dig it out in their own. They're not quick on the whistle for a hold.
These two are battling again. Two great face-off men. They're doing the dance. There
Beautiful.
it is, Cahill. We talked about keys for the second quarter, Nick. We talked about face-off. We talked about ground balls, and it seems like in the first.
Those are two big wins
In the first
right there.
minute, they've overcome both of those.
Those are two big face-off wins right off the bat. Great job by Jack. Great job on our wings with McLean and Cahill getting those ground balls. And here's what we need to do. We don't need to rush this offense. Let's take our time and take our shots.
Here comes Trevor. Boy, they quick to slide on him.
Yep, double teamed right away. Good shot by Cahill. I'll take that anytime. Good bounce shot on the run. Great shot. Just let's get that on net. 10:45 in the second. All tied fours.
Trevor again, driving, dodging, falls down. Looks like he drew a penalty, and he
The
did.
flag.
First man up for Medfield of the contest.
I think it's the first man up in the game. I think that's a 30-second. I think it's a 30. Is a second? I think this is a 30-second. I think it's a hold.
Yeah, dover-sherborn had one on the on the push.
So this is a 30-second technical. We're going to play it right to 10:05. There's 10:35 on the clock, all tied up. Man up, Medfield.
And it looks like they're in the 1-4, Nick. This seems to be what they start off. They start the game in their man-up situations in the 1-4. Now they've gone to looks like a 2-2-2.
Oh, boy.
Here we go, John McLean. Low to high, upper right-hand corner. What he does so well.
Didn't take long. Only took him 15 seconds of that 30-second penalty. Good movement. McLean got that screen. He's a natural lefty. He's strong both hands, but when you get that high to low shot that he's got, it's very difficult to pick up, especially on that screen. Medfield up 5-4. First time we've led since the first goal of the game when we jumped out to a 1-0. So hopefully we can keep this train rolling with two quick goals to start the quarter. Great face-off, Jack.
Yep.
No one there.
All right, Matt Dole playing defense. Looks like dover-sherborn almost threw the ball away there. They're getting their offensive people on the field, being very patient.
He's got McCordick and Garfield as the short stick D guys on D-men on midfield. Very complementary to each other, both real strong and fast.
Well, Nick, this is a heck of a matchup. You know that these have really been the two predominant teams in the Tri-Valley League almost forever.
Yeah.
With the exception of sort of the recent emergence of Westwood, these have been the two predominant teams. It makes sense that they're fighting for the Tri-Valley League championship tonight. They know each other well. These are the two big rival towns. We play them in football on Thanksgiving Day. A lot of respect between the two teams, not necessarily a lot of love lost.
No, that's a bomb. Medfield's come on top so many times, but you just got to tip the ball cap to Coach Mack. He just gets these kids ready to play as though this is their Super Bowl twice a year. And we got a long way to go. This team is not going to roll over. They're very good, and they're a powerhouse. They're defending Division III state champions, and they play like it. Great save by Gately. That's a really tough save. Great release, quick shot right at the feet, and great job by Gately.
Well, you've heard it before. Competition makes you better. Just like Duxbury's made Medfield better over the years, I think Medfield and their power has made Dover-Sherborn, better. Constantly battling to get into the same conversation, and they certainly have.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
I know that they were co-champs a few years ago in the Tri-Valley.
Wow, great save. Up.
Great look, great feed.
Wow. I think he touched, he got a little bit too close to the crease on that and was in it. But these guys are battling hard around the cage, and Gately has started off this quarter very, very strong with a couple of big saves. He's bringing the ball up to clear it. Scores 5-4 Medfield, and we've got 8:20 left in the second quarter.
Greg Robinson bringing the ball up. Mitty's back, and Matt Johnson. Nice job paying attention. You could tell Robinson wanted to make a a beeline for the cage, but instead
Did the right thing.
found an attack, but did the right thing. Smart play. Owen Murphy with the ball, looking, dodging. Oh! Turns the corner, puts it top right. Outstanding. Number 6, Owen Murphy, committed to Johns Hopkins. And again, you can see as the season's gone on, Nick, he's just getting stronger and stronger, more comfortable and more comfortable.
Yeah, it's all confidence, right, Bill? As a freshman, he's got a lot of pressure on him, and his left to right, his lateral movement so quick that you don't even know if he's going to dump the ball, and he's such an accurate passer. You get a little soft on that. You want to kind of stay back and maybe cover him a little bit, or he's going to turn that corner and just bury it. Great goal by Owen Murphy with the first goal of the game. Nice dump back, great move.
Jack Cahill with the ground ball. Up, great defensive play. Number 25 for dover-sherborn lifts the stick. Ball goes to Black. Dover-Sherborn ball.
I don't know what happened on that one. Jack Cahill had beautiful position on it. I don't know if he probably got a little bit of a poke check in the back of the elbow, caused that ball to go up. But Jack did a very good job, very strong positioning, great form for that ground ball, just couldn't come up with it. Yep, that's going to happen every time.
Number 8, Tyler Mann with the goal. For Dover-Sherborn, brings them to within 1. 7:29 left in the half. Medfield 6, Dover-Sherborn 5. It's like a heavyweight boxing match, Nick, isn't it? Back and forth, slug,
Yep.
slug.
Unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen all night, though. If we were getting paid, we'd be earning our money right now.
There's a delay. I believe there was an equipment malfunction down on the Medfield defensive side. Everyone's all set to go. Face-off men go into their crouch.
I hate when they take this long to set up that face-off.
Let's go while we're young.
I think DS has got that clamp. Jack's not letting him take it.
There it
Yep,
is.
Jack won it.
Good battle. Dold with the ball.
No, Matt, let's go the other way.
Boom. Goal is there.
Let's get a shorty. Let's get a shorty to
They've got
show.
time. They've got time. Oh, he's double teamed. Oh, what a nice shovel.
Timeout. So Medfield was able to get it over the midline before the 22nd. So we were able to not get a failure to advance. Coach Isif with a very smart timeout at 7:04, his first of the half. He still has one remaining. Medfield still up 6-5, but we just need to have a little bit on that clear. We just need to show, I think, a little bit up top of those middies to help out the goalie and the defenseman. So
It's happened a couple times. The man with the ball has been looking for some help, and it just hasn't been there.
easy for us to say.
Oh, very. So first time out of the game, Coach Isif seems to always use his timeouts at the right time, minimizing turnovers.
That was a great timeout, great call. If we can get up, get a nice long possession on this one, and like I said, we just need to just settle down. It seems like both teams are kind of done feeling each other out.
Hey, Nick, and I don't know if we can catch this on the camera. If you look over at the Medfield bench, look at all the players that have come back, that have the Medfield alumni back from college that are on the sidelines, not just watching the game, but also coaching the kids and cheering them on. This is one of the things that makes Medfield special, right from the first and second grade clinic that I know you started for the youth program years ago to the college kids that are coming back. This is a family. This isn't just a sport. This is something bigger than all of us.
Yeah, it's just part of that tradition. And Coach Isif's just done a great job. He sends out tweets. He sends out Facebook posts to the Medfield alumni and inviting them to support the team and come down on the sidelines. Even though these guys aren't wearing the uniform anymore, they still bleed Carolina blue. And They're good kids. They come in and they help all through the playoffs, and it's a big help for the coach and a big thrill for the kids. A lot of these young men are playing very high level lacrosse in college, so it's a big thrill for them.
McLean with a shot. I don't know. I couldn't tell if that was a goalie save or did that go off a defenseman's back.
It was a goalie save. It was just a really quick shot, quick release. Tried to get him low side. Really, actually, a very nice play shot, but
Here we go, Murph. Cut him off.
probably no need for him to do that. Oh, you're on the line. You're over the line. Wow. He was on that line. That's a tough one. That was a really, really, really strong move by Owen Murphy. To push him out, and he just did not get that call. Even at that end line, he was real close on that one. I don't know. I just don't know how you missed that one on the side unless he was just on the red and not on the blue.
Well, it's funny, Nick. I was watching Owen Murphy, the attackman, who of course can't go over the mid stripe, but I thought he might have touched with his foot. So I think both of them could have gotten away with one.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. That was great defense by Kevin McCordick. Dover-Sherborn just fought through the defense. One too many dodges for us to keep up with and ended up putting it high and left. And it's back to a tie game. 6-6. 5:47 left in the first half. This is where you really would love to see Vara come up with one. Let's take control. Let's eat some time off the clock. Let's go up.
I'm still a little bit upset about that sideline call or non-call.
We can talk to the refs about it after the game.
I get a way better view from up here. No, I leave the referees alone. They're doing a good job tonight. Come on, guys. The ball's on the ground. Let's get it.
There it is. Oh!
You'd think you'd get a push on that.
Dover-Sherborn with the ground ball and the possession. Slide.
Oh, beautiful. Fantastic. Great job.
No one from Dover-Sherborn got to back up that shot, and the goalie was the closest to the end line.
Yeah, and it's a great call on the ref side because he's not waiting for them to run it. He's calling it as the ball went out of bounds, which is the right call to make.
Garfield with a big pass. All the way up to
Let's get that touch and give it to a shorty. There we go. No need to rush. 5 minutes left. All tied 6-6. A thriller for the TVL title, and we just need to settle down here. And once again, Bill, like we said earlier, what's the key to this game is ground balls. And we just have really struggled again tonight. Well, that could have been a highlight film right there. It was a beautiful feed to Reef. The middle of the net went behind the back, and the goalie didn't have to do too much. It went right into his stick.
Great defense by McLean. Great stick check.
No, to be honest with you, I love those behind the back shots, Bill, but I haven't seen one go in all year. Not what I would say a high percentage shot.
Well, he got it on net. The goalie wasn't expecting it.
Great defensive play by McLean. All we need is a nice, settled possession. Treber's been pretty quiet since the first, so let's see if he can stop pressing the net.
Here he comes. Oh. Big save by Bernard.
Good shot right at his feet,
yep.
And he was ready for it. Treber with a look-away shot. He had a good angle on it.
Murphy on the ride. Great hustle. Treber on the ride on the goalie. Gets him. Oh. Chopping wood. How did that ball not come out?
Unbelievable.
Matthew Treber can't believe that ball didn't come out. And Dover-Sherborn called the timeout. 3:33 left. 6-6. Matt Treber's probably wondering, what do I have to do short of bringing a chainsaw out to knock the ball out of his stick?
I'm surprised he didn't get caught on a slash. I mean, those are some pretty wild slashes, but right on the stick. Weren't cheap. They were right off the hands on the stick, and that's just amazing that he held on to that ball. Great timeout by Coach Mack. Definitely a chess match right now, coaching. 6-6 with 3:31 left for the bragging rights for TVL title. Just exactly what we expected, Bill. I didn't think it was going to be this wild shootout, and I figured we'd be right where we are right now.
We knew it would be close. Two evenly matched teams. They're both enthusiastic. They're both ranked in the top 10. We've got Medfield in the ESPN poll ranked at number 2. We've got dover-sherborn in the ESPN poll ranked at number 6. And for Division 2 and Division 3 teams, that says a lot. So you know how talented they are. How could you expect anything but a great game?
We need a really strong defensive stance. Hopefully we get some good communication when these guys are talking to each other. We're covering each other's backsides, calling the slides out, picks that are coming in. I think we need a really, really strong stance here, get possession, and get the last shot or two off for the half.
All right, so dover-sherborn has the ball, top left. The ref's about to blow the whistle and get this thing started, and they're off. Man with the ball gets it down to the attackman. Let's see what they do.
They're going to spread this out wide. I think Duxbury did that to a lot. Did exactly this type of setup to us a couple weeks ago, where they really spread that out and they just try to find that weak side pass.
Yep. Sloppy pass there. Boy, Andrew Garfield threw a shoulder right in there, bounced off the guy.
Fast, physical, just about enough to jar it loose. Here comes man number 8.
Good defense by Schofield.
Great defense by Schofield.
Well, they're going to take their time on this one, Bill. It's a really strong possession. 1 minute already off the clock, 2:30 left in the quarter. And that's just, those are lucky breaks right there. The ball goes to his feet, and he was able still to get it.
Oh, what a save by Gately. Ground ball again, comes up black.
It's amazing. It's almost like we're cursed the way that ball can bounce back in that direction.
It's a killer.
Oh, that's done. Oh, my God. That was the save.
Gately playing out of his mind. Flags are down. We've got 2 flags down. Looking like it's going to be a Medfield penalty.
I'm going to tell you right now, you give Bailey Lehman the ball in that position 10 times, he's scoring it 9, if not all 10, and he got robbed by Gately. And someone came in for a finishing check, and looking at the numbers, I'm going to assume...
I think it was Robinson. I think Robinson jogged off.
Yeah, Greg Robinson probably came out and finished him on that shot, but a tremendous save by Kyle Gately. Tremendous.
All right, so we've got Davis White out. We've got Garfield with the long pole.
McLean.
And we've got McLean. 1, 2, 3. There's your man down unit. Looks like McLean's going to shut off Bailey Laidman. So they're going to play a 5-on-4 game.
They're taking Laidman completely out of this man up and just doing a 5-on-4.
It's got to be driving him crazy, but it's the right move, Nick. We're not here to make friends. We're here to win lacrosse games.
No, great ball movement by Dover-sherborn. Oh, see?
Oh, that was a lazy pass that almost killed. There we go.
That's okay. That's okay. 30 seconds off on that. We got 30 seconds off. That's a bazooka. Layman back. He's got the ball.
All right, so there we go. Surprised he passed it off so quickly. Wouldn't you have thought he would have tried to do something on McLean? That was a rocket. Number 6, Peter Davies. Dover-sherborn goes up 7-6. 1:21 left in the half. Davies with the goal. So here we go. Plenty of lacrosse left. Only a minute 21 left in the first half, however. Let's see if Medfield can't get a possession and get something going before the whistle blows.
We have plenty of time. There's no need to rush. Let's get that last shot. Let's get a good shot and go in with a tie at halftime. It's lacrosse, Bill. It's not like baseball or any other sport, right? You could be up by 5 goals with a minute left and still lose the game.
There it is.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go. Another ground ball.
I'm not going to call it too quick.
You know what?
Bumbling, stumbling. That's a white ball. Oh, he's on the line.
There was no release. There was no release either way. He left early.
He was already over the 30.
He was already. No, he never got that touch. He never had possession over the touch.
Well, they missed that one, but they did call the out of bounds.
Whistles everywhere. The referees are conferring.
I don't think there was a release. Unless if it's in the box, they can release, and that's okay. Call timeout.
Timeout, dover-sherborn.
So Coach Mack called the second and final timeout at the half with exactly 1 minute left in the second quarter. Dover-Sherborn is up 7. Medfield is 6. This is a really, really smart timeout. It's going to give them possession. Most likely, they're going to wait till the last shot, and they could go in with an 8-6 lead.
I thought it was Medfield ball.
No, I think. DS called the timeout, and I would assume it's DS's ball. If opposing team can't call it, so I would assume it, but I never saw possession.
You are correct.
And you know what? The attack in D all released out of the box a little bit early, so I'm not sure what that call is either.
Inquiry minds want to know.
We need to get some instant replay up here. That fearless leader just laughed at us. He's also the guy that we asked for a raise, and we have to get paid for us before we ask for a raise.
Anybody seen Eric?
It's right down there.
Oh, good.
All right, we got the same package out.
So, Nick, you were correct. Dover-Sherborn ball.
Tyler Mann's going to start with it up top left. John McLean covering him on defense.
And here we go. Minute left.
Tough defense by Medfield.
It was a good switch between Dold and Greg Robinson.
Oh, that's going to be white ball. Great hustle. Great hustle by Matt Dold.
You know what? That was a really nice switch between Dold and Robinson. That was seamless. That's good communication, and that's what you get. 41 seconds left in the half, and the ball is in McLean's hands, which is always a good thing with his speed and his ability to handle the ball. He'll easily beat him going up to midfield. Almost lost it.
Great clear by McLean. Kept his composure.
Get that little bit of a touch.
Coach Isop's calling a play. Matthew Triever saw an opportunity, took it.
I just think we rush it a little bit. We got plenty of time. We got just under 20 seconds on the clock, and it's not the time to short pass, but we did.
Another turnover for Medfield. Dover has the ball. 15 seconds left. They're going to have to hustle if they're going to want to do something. Goalie's bringing the ball up. Dumps it to the middle. They get the clear.
Big defensive stick by McCordick. Great double team, and that will take us to the end of the first half. Nick, what did you see?
Well, it's been no surprise. This game has been, as advertised, real close. Both teams are playing their heart out. I think DS has gotten a lot of great bounces on some of these balls. That's a Medfield guy. Obviously, Sour Grape and the way the balls bounce for some of these for these ground balls. But you know, all things considering, these are two very well coached teams. I think Medfield looks good. I mean, we've got three goals down from the attack, 3 at the mid. We've just got a bunch of different people scoring. And I think it's just an outstanding effort on both sides, and I think it's going to be a great second half.
Well, very good. If we can get a few more people to slam doors, I think we'll be all set. But why don't we, at this point, take a break? We're going to let the teams take a rest. We've got 9.5 minutes until the second half, and we'll be back in 9.5 minutes.
Great.
Medfield TV. Community shows.
You will be.
3, 2.
Welcome back to the second half of the Medfield dover-sherborn game. Let's get those tray tables and seat backs in the upright and locked position. Seatbelts fastened. We're getting ready for a good one. Right now we've got dover-sherborn 7, Medfield 6. 24 minutes left to lacrosse. Nick, what are you going to look for in the second half?
I think we're going to see a lot that's happened in the first half. I think these guys are going to be very patient. I think it's going to be within a 1 and 2 goal game. It's going to be last man standing. We absolutely have to do a better job on ground balls. If we do not maintain possession, have settled situations, we are going to have a very, very tough 24 minutes ahead of us.
Ground balls, ground balls, ground balls. That's what's going to win this game. Let's see who comes up with more of them. The two face-off men are going down. The referee is driving everyone crazy. Let's just blow the whistle. And they're off.
Looks like VAR does have control of that clamp.
Good hustle by Cahill. Rush shot by dover-sherborn. Bounces about 10 feet in front of the crease. Not what you're looking for.
Possession's possession, though, Bill, and they're starting it off now in the second half behind the cage.
Sam Nauman playing tough defense. Takes the ball away from Laidman.
It is not going out of bounds.
Oh! Medfield tried to get cute. Davies with the ball. Feeds up front. Incomplete pass.
He's got pushed
it looks
over.
like we got to push to midfield. Where's the call? Oh, there's a flag.
It's going to be on us, Bill.
What was the call?
He is going to call.
Looked like Treber got pushed from behind.
Oh, we got a slash.
Slash on Murphy. Looks like Murphy's in the box.
This is just interesting. We got really cute with that ground ball where we thought maybe we'd go out and we get possession. We should have gone after that ground ball. We lose possession. They got sloppy. It goes up to midfield, and we get a 1 minute slash.
All right, so let's see what they can do. dover-sherborn on the man up. We've got Owen Murphy serving the penalty. Kevin McCordick actually goes in the attack position. He's going to release Nick at the end of the minute, right from midfield. We've got Tommy Schofield in on the man down defense. Again, Garfield with the long pole. Backside pipe. You talked about it earlier. And DS goes up by 2.
It's just frustrating. We talk about the ground balls, and you look at it, you think the ball's going to roll out of bounds, it just dies. I mean, it's a call that only you can make as a player, and it just died on the field, and they kept that possession. I did not see the slash. If anything, I would have thought a 30-second technical, pushing Treber over the line, and didn't get that either. So, not blaming the men in stripes for sure, but we've got to do a better job on possession. We got a lot of lacrosse. We just need to be patient.
Well, it all starts here. And DS with another face-off and another ground ball.
You know, Bill, my night is all predicated on this win and loss. I'm supposed to go over a good friend of mine's house tonight, and he's a dover-sherborn alum. So I need some bragging rights. We need these boys to start picking it up and playing a little bit better lacrosse.
Well, the dover-sherborn crowd is starting to get loud. I don't think they used to being up against Medfield.
That was some nice defense by Sam Norman against Bailey Laidman. He got his hands all jammed up, and he moved the ball off. Great job by Sam. And that's a big play to be covering tonight. He's a good player. And he just sniped that for his hat trick.
Laidman again.
That's his third of the night, and he doesn't need much to get that shot off, and he doesn't need much angle either. That was a snipe, and he just put that right in the top corner.
Well, we've seen this Medfield team fall behind before, Nick. They don't seem to get shaken by it. They're down 9-6 right now. We talked about it earlier. 3 goals is nothing in lacrosse.
Yeah, we get a lot of lax to play right now. You just need to settle down, not get down by more than another goal or two. Like you said, Bill, a 3-goal game in lacrosse is nothing. This can turn real quick, but we have to just get possession. That's the key. And we need to settle and have a really, really good offensive moment.
And the ball is bouncing. Davies off the crossbar. Ball goes out of bounds just about at midfield. Dover-Sherborn closest. Dover-Sherborn ball.
Jack Henry did a great job. Flip pass just gets over the head of the wing, and that ball had eyes on it. We got lucky that it hit the crossbar because that was going in for a goal. It was an absolute snipe. So let's see if we can just stop the bleeding right here.
Yep, right now the team in the dark jersey seems to be getting all the bounces. That has a way of turning, though. I spoke too soon.
Biggest lead of the game. Dover-Sherborn 10, Medfield 6 with 9:22 left in the third. We just need to get possession. That's all we need. And I keep saying it. And you know what? Jack Henry's doing a good job. It's just this game is really the way the ball's bouncing. We're not getting a lot of breaks, and hopefully it turns and we can stop the bleeding here. Jack won that clean. That was a beautiful face-off. It's a shame that that flip pass just went over his head. He's worked real hard, like he does every game, and he's just able to flip that ball. It looked like Jack had that clamp and maybe on top of him. This kid's a strong kid that he's facing. They're definitely playing head-to-head today. They're both doing a great job.
Well, Medfield isn't used to not dominating in the face-off game, I'll say that. They just have to figure out a way to get this done. We can't keep giving the ball back to Dover-Sherborn after every goal. Not a recipe for success.
They're very patient. They're very patient. We got that ball. That's ours. Yeah, good call, ref. A little late on that call. You don't have to wait for the ball to be out of bounds that long. Kyle Gately was first there when the ball went out. Just make the call. Keep it away from the corners. Andrew Garfield reversing direction. Nice job.
And here comes Garfield.
Yep. He's just got that great speed. He'll get a touch and should drop it back to McLean or drop it down low. Let's just have a nice settled offense. No rush, guys. One goal at a time. We'll be fine. Cahill up top of the ball, running a 22 right now.
There it is. He beat his man.
Good dump pass. They're doing a good job on those slides. They're picking up those guys down the alley very well. McLean got a shorty over-committing on him. I'd rather see him dump that a little bit lower. Maybe move the ball around. I think we're getting a little bit, we're just getting a little bit too antsy here. We just need to settle down and just make our shots good shots. Great job by Kevin.
There it is.
That's what we needed.
And McLean stops the bleeding with 7:31 left. DS 10, Medfield 7.
So, opposed to the last shot that John took, it's all ISO. All eyes are on him. It gives the goalie a good opportunity to get himself settled, to get squared up to the net. You get great ball movement like they just did, nice and patient. You swing it out to McLean where he can wind into it. The goalie can't get set. John McLean's not going to miss that shot. It's a high percentage shot. That's what Medfield needs to do. Let's see it. One goal at a time, nice and calm. Let's win this face-off. Jack's been doing a great job all night. He's working real hard. We just need our wings to get in there and just help him out, get that ground ball. Pull it back. There you go.
Boom.
Beautiful.
John McLean.
McLean's got three guys chasing him. Got caught from behind, and ball is out of bounds, and we lucked out.
Good hustle by Dover-Sherborn's Ed Allier. Just couldn't get a stick on it, couldn't keep control.
Isn't that amazing? Three guys jumped McLean right off of that.
Well, they've scouted this team well. McLean's driven them crazy for the last 4 years. If they're going to lose, they're not going to let McLean do it.
We just need to be patient and set up our offense. One goal at a time. There's 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We have forever. Little two-ball action going on right now between Treburn and Owen Murphy. Murphy comes around with a left shot, gets dumped, takes a good shot, and the goalie makes a good save. Didn't have much of an angle on it, so it wasn't a lot to shoot at in that particular set. Well, no, you got to carry over.
Someone's going to stop the ball. Nice job by Matt Dold sliding and stopping that long pole.
Who you could tell wanted to shoot.
Get Garfield down there.
There he
Yep,
is.
the transition.
Come on, get in front of him. And it looks like we've got everyone matched up.
Well, yep.
White could really use a big defensive stop here.
6 minutes left.
In the third quarter. Great job by Matt Dold on defense. Oh, great job
Watch
by
out
Greg
that hold.
Robinson. Almost a hole, but he pulled that stick back.
He did. He got, it was real close, but Greg was all over him. I mean, he's up high covering a mid on that one.
Sam Norman on Laidman gives him nothing. Boy, that kid Laidman has stick skills, doesn't he? Number 9. Oh.
Double teamed him. He was double teamed as well.
No, that was a great job. Just what they teach. When you get a slide, follow the slide, and that's where the open man was. And sure enough, they found Andrew Mahoney, number 9, who put that one, looks like, right in the 5-hole.
Well, dover-sherborn up by 4, 11-7 with 5:37 left in the third. Plenty of time for Medfield. No time to panic. Need to string up a couple of goals. We're right back in it.
Vara just needs to find his rhythm. Let's see what he does on this one. Easily his toughest matchup of the year, Nick. He's doing all the right
He
things.
is. I mean,
His wings
he's-
just don't seem to be in the right spot. It turns into another unsettled situation. Hits the point. Laidman. Oh, great save by Gately. There's a scrum for the ball. Comes up.
Amazing.
Comes up black.
Amazing. I think I know what the practice plan tomorrow is going to be for Coach Isuf. Amazing the amount of ground balls that we've not been able to come up with tonight. And you have those days. You have those days where the ball just doesn't bounce the right way. You think it's going out. It's got some backspin on it. No excuses, though. We have to do a better job, and we said it in the first quarter, second quarter, and the start of the third.
Here comes Laidman, up above GLE, shoots, another great save by Gately. Oh, forced it a little bit in the middle, had the open man, Cahill. Oh, looks like he was tripped. Yep, comes up Medfield.
He got lucky on that.
Loose.
He just tripped himself. That was a tremendous defensive effort by Norman, and what a save by Gately.
We got a flag on the opposite side.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm trying to see what he's got for a call, Bill. Technical?
Yeah, that was a late flag, Nick.
Yeah, I think he did a technical procedure or maybe interference. So we should be man up in this set right now. We are 6-on-5. Let's see if we can get this down to 3. It's a 30-second technical, but it brings us just under 4 minutes.
Only Medfield's second man up. Really like to see one here. They start off in the 1-4 again.
Oh, McLean wide open in that crease.
That's in.
Beautiful. See, when they have this great ball movement. Now, granted, we're up man up, but McLean was wide open on the left side of that crease. Let's just get settled. Let's get this ball. One goal at a time. We got it within 3. 4:04 left. DS 11, Medfield 8.
Great shot by McCordick. Down and right, down and away. We've got Davis White now on the wing, playing a little long stick midi. Could be just what the doctor ordered. He's been a master of ground balls. I'm
Yeah,
glad to see
yeah.
him out here. Maybe a little surprised we haven't seen him before this point. 40 seconds left in the third. Sorry,
Oh, it's in his stick.
minutes.
That's procedure. Beautiful. So he could not get the ball out of the back of his stick, which is a hold and a procedure, loss of possession. McLean with the ball, getting that quick touch. And we've got a different package off of midfielders. We've got Matt Johnson up high, and I think Nevins on the far right. Is that Nevins, Bill? I can't see the number. Or is it?
That's
Connor
Carodi.
Carodi.
So they're getting the second line is in there now, Nick.
Yep.
And again, apologies to the fans at home. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. I misspoke earlier. Carodi with a dodge down the alley, turns it back.
I don't feel bad. In the first quarter, I said there was 5 minutes left in the game.
Nevins gets it to X. Oh, just a little off. Murph couldn't reach it. Goalie takes the ball. Let's see what he does. This is an active goalie. Treber
That's just a killer.
on the ride.
All possessions are key, but that we just can't be doing those type of passes and letting them get out of bounds. Good job.
And the Dover-Sherborn fans are going nuts. They feel that Medfield was offsides. I counted up 3 attackmen on our side, Nick. How about you?
Yeah, and I thought everyone was even. You know, referees count forward. They don't look behind them. So I looked clean. No shot. Dump it up back to X. Let's move the ball around. Let's get that good movement. There it is. McLean's got a shorty on him. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to
Gonna
go
take him.
every time.
Here comes
Double
the
team.
slide. Boom. Don't worry about it. This is going to come up white. Oh. Great stick lift by Laidman on Nauman. Come on, guys, back on defense. Everyone matches up.
It's uncharacteristic of us to be throwing the ball over each other's heads, but it happens. And Laidman did a great lift check on Nauman. Get possession of that ball.
Nick, we talked about this in the first quarter. Keys to the game: face-offs, ground balls, and turnovers. Another one for number 9, Andrew Mahoney for Dover-Sherborn. Still a 4-point game, 12-8. DS on top. But if I seem to remember, DS was up by 4 the last time these two teams met. And we know how that one ended up. So let's keep chins up, boys.
You know what, Bill? Your voice of reason tonight. You're exactly right. We were down by 4 or 5 goals very late in the fourth quarter. So I don't think it can get any worse with possession tonight in terms of our passing, offensive sets, ground balls. So I'm sure there's something good about to happen. Positive thoughts.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
They're just really fighting it. Someone's got to be holding. Diaz comes up with the ball. Very, very patient. Watch them move the ball. They're not going to press that hard, and they're going to get that weak side pass. Got to watch these guys coming in. I'm not sure.
Yep, here comes Spangenberg. Beat his man. Finds Davies. Davies shoots. I couldn't tell if that was a save or if it was up the post.
Just take the ball, Johnny. Take the ball up the middle.
Looks like he's got 3 people here to attack when he beats them. 1 midfielder gets the touch.
Just need a nice, just get a nice long possession. Last shot. Let's bring it in for 3 and start the fourth quarter. Just 3 goals down. DS 12, Medfield 8. Coming down to the last 45 seconds of the third quarter.
Here comes McCormick, beat his man. Nice.
Done.
Kevin McCordick just when we needed him most. Pulls within 3. 12-9. Dover-Sherborn up. 43.9 seconds left. I'll tell you, there's time enough for another one, Nick.
Sure is.
We want it to be.
And that's going to be a real tough way to go in. If we can pull off one more, going with just 2 goals down, after being down by 4, it's a real big momentum changer. Love to see Jack Henry come out with one nice and clean, little flip pass to the wing, and off and running.
Well, this crowd's getting loud. Both sides are getting excited.
Come on, Jack.
Nick, I don't know if you saw, we had Matt Treber on the wing. They
Yep.
brought him up from attack. Again, another ground ball specialist. Great flip to Matt Dold. And here we go, 30 seconds left.
That was just, I cannot believe they're not calling a hold on either Jack Henry or their face-off guy. That was a long face-off.
It's just about 15 seconds, you're right. Treber waiting for the offensive.
Just need to be patient. Be patient. 10 seconds left. McLean, nothing. Coming down the alley. Quick shot, save.
2.
And the flag is down with 1.4 seconds left.
Looks like Murphy's running to the box.
Let's see what we
Must
got
have been
here.
off ball, fighting for the loose ball after the save. No, I'm wrong. It's a Dover-Sherborn penalty, Medfield possession. 1.4 seconds, Nick. I
He's
don't know
gonna
if
hold
there's a
it.
lot that they can do.
And just hold the ball. We get possession to start the 4th quarter. Good call. So we're going to start 4th quarter. We should start with possession. Down by 3, Dover-Sherborn 12, Medfield 9, with 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter, just about to start. Had a really tough day for possession. We've been sloppy with a lot of our passes, not doing as much of a good job at the basics. I think we've just been playing a little bit too rushed, and we just need to settle down, still work on that possession and maintain possession. On the flip side, ground balls. We can't say it enough. I've said it too much, but we need to just work hard on those ground balls. It's final quarter. Just lay it all on the line. This is what the title's for is in the next 12 minutes.
Medfield has been down before. They've come back to win. They need another one now. And it's a matter of, did I have another one in the bag, Nick? Can they do it again? There are a lot of scorers that have been quiet. There are a lot of guys that I know want to get their goals tonight. I think Coach has to let them loose and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
They seem a little tight. Let them play their game.
Yeah, the offense is pretty spread out. We only have 2 people with 2 goals, being McCordick and McLean. So I just think we need to mix it up a little bit as much as we've been doing. We're just really balanced.
So we've got Treber with 1, Reef with 1, McCordick, as you said, with 2, Cahill with 1, Murphy with 1,
and McLean with 2.
And McLean with 2.
And I'm missing one someplace. I didn't check off here. But, you know, that's the thing is who to cover, right? But if you look at DS, who to cover? They've got a well spread offense. It's not just, Lehman's got the natural hat trick right now. But, man, these kids are shooting from everywhere, and they're finishing really nice. So, 12 minutes left. Just need to be patient, and really, at this point, we have to play mistake-free. We put ourselves in a situation where we can't afford one more bad pass, and we can't afford to have a poor effort on a ground ball.
So the players are jogging off onto the field. The clock is set at 12 minutes. The refs are walking back out. Remember, no face-off to start the 4th quarter. Medfield has possession. Their man up for probably another 45 seconds, or was that a 30-second penalty?
I think it was a 1 minute. So we should be down to about 58 seconds off the clock is going to be a penalty.
And
I didn't see him call.
Here we go.
I didn't see him call technical, Bill.
Nevins is in on the man up.
Oh boy, that was a big shot.
That was a huge shot.
Big lefty shot from Nigel Reef coming around the edge. I don't think anyone was expecting him to take that shot with only 12 seconds into the 4th quarter. But it certainly makes this game a lot more interesting with dover-sherborn at 12, Medfield at 10. Start of the fourth quarter with 11:48 left. We have game.
I'll tell you, Nick, as sloppy as Medfield's been, does it feel like they played well enough to be only down by 2?
You know, we have just these moments where I think you get kind of satisfied saying, okay, we're moving the ball around great. Then all of a sudden we go through these moments where it's like, come on, guys, you're not playing like a ranked team in the state.
Well, this continues to be an absolute slugfest between these two face-off men.
The effort is just incredible.
There's the ball, dribbling out of bounds.
You got to push him out, Jack.
Get back in. Get a long pole.
Oh, wow. DS with possession.
Davies with another one on an unsettled situation. Medfield could not get their men back in position. And that's going to drive the coach crazy.
Jack Henry Vara is doing everything in his power to win this. I mean, these face-offs are long. That much effort, just setting in front of the ball, getting over the ball, staying in that set position, and then clamping on the ball and trying to pull that out. He's doing 10, 15 seconds of just brute force, and he's doing a great job. It's just, it's a team effort in trying to get those ground balls, and it's just uncanny where the ball is going is where we're not there. It's almost like you can't even script it any better than the way that ball is rolling out of there.
Great face-off by dover-sherborn. Won that one straight out.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
That's number 27, Joe Paoletto.
So I don't know what that call was, whether he went out of bounds.
Black ball.
It looked like he might have gone out of bounds, but there really wasn't any great possession calls on that. I'm not sure what the stop of play was.
Ball's top right for dover-sherborn. Trying to make a move. Nothing there. Pops it back out. Garfield on defense. Great defense.
Good ball movement. Real spread offense. They're trying to get that mismatch. We got it. 14-10. DS again was up 4, then down 2, and they got the lead back up to 4. They seem to have just a great start in the third and fourth quarter. Just fantastic starts. 2 quick goals each time. And Medfield 10, dover-sherborn 14 with 10:45. Plenty of time for this game to be played out.
Boy, that was quick. Hargraves dodged down the middle neck. You would have thought that someone would have slid. There's always help to the inside, or at least there should be. And there was some breakdown there. Trieber, the attackman, again up on the wing to get in there for the ground ball. They're trying all kinds of different things, and sure enough, there's Trieber with it. Look at him go. Not a fast break situation, but he got the ball in the offensive zone. Let's get the right personnel in, and let's get one.
Great effort by Matthew Trieber. Settled it down. He's like, got it at X. He's going to go to work now. We'll see what Medfield's going to throw out for a package or what type of offense they're going to be running. It almost looks like they're just setting up for an ISO. Wow.
Well, if you notice at home, when the ball's at X, everyone is high off that crease. They want to give the attackman plenty of room to make his move.
Cahill draws a short stick defenseman.
Looking for cutters. There it is. John McLean.
So, it's that off-ball movement. And Cahill did a really smart. He came down. He was picked up. He had a short stick. These guys love to shoot when you have a short stick. They love going on the cage. Completely unselfish play. Kept going down, even picked up the double. And he obviously knows, I got 2 guys on me. Someone's open. Goes cross-side to McLean, who's wide open. Can get those arms extended for that big left-hand shot. It's automatic. And they just got to keep their head in the game, keep moving the ball the way they just did, and let's try to win this face-off and maintain possession.
When's the last time you saw Medfield with two wingmen in the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Jack Henry Vara has his hands full today. This is absolutely the toughest face-off man that he's seen all day. Maybe the toughest match that he's had in the last couple of years.
Let's see what they call it. It's a procedure. They're going to call a hold. And it's against Medfield. That's a tough call. He wasn't the face-off referee, so he probably had a better view than I did up here, but that's a tough call. They have not called procedure at all today, especially on the hold. I think that's the first hold call of the day, Bill.
Well, Jack might be getting a little frustrated, Nick. He's trying everything. And that's been one of the beautiful things about his game. He takes what the other man gives him. He'll pull it back. He'll push it forward. He'll clamp and keep it himself. He just hasn't seemed to have his typical solution that we've been used to. Great defense by Dold. Comes up black again. How the heck did he come up with that ball? That's Hargraves. He's the one that lost it, somehow came up with it.
This is trouble.
There we go, double teamed, still. And looks like John Quinn's going to get called on the penalty.
Laidman's down, too.
Bailey Laidman went down.
He's back up. He's okay. Never want to see anybody get hurt.
No, not at all. I couldn't tell, though, if he was knocked down, or if he was just going for a dive shot to get around his defender.
I think he was just dipping on the shot. Unfortunately, Quinney was dipping with him. So Medfield's got it back within a 3-goal deficit. DS 14, Medfield 11 with 8:38 left. We are playing man down, 6-on-5 right now. And let's hopefully we can have a strong defensive stance. DS does such a great job at keeping that ball moving. Very patient. They're going to find Medfield out of position, and they're going to put that ball right to it, weak side. Just like that, and that's got to go back. I don't know how you call that.
Boy, that was a great job of Gately getting back there and being a mobile goalie.
Oh, what a save. Robbed him.
Point blank range, Gately stuffs.
Come on, Shorty, show for him.
All right, we want help here. We want to run this penalty out.
He's got a touch. And we just lost the ball.
Oh,
Trevor with a huge ball.
Right man in the right spot.
Settle.
Great save.
Yes. Great play by Medfield. Great ball movement.
Unbelievable.
And that's a man down goal. And let's talk about the effort that Kyle Gately had on that save. Absolutely robbed him on the doorstep. Great outlet. We lose the ball, and Schreiber comes out of nowhere. And as a presence mind, did you move the ball for 2-3 passes? We bury it. We're within 2. Medfield 12, dover-sherborn 14 with 7:47 left on the clock. And every possession counts here on in.
Great ball movement, circus-like catches, heads on swivels, everything that they're coached, and then buries it.
I think that's McLean's 4th. Come on, Jack. Let's pull that ball back.
The Wings are jockeying for position. Ball's out. Looks like Medfield advantage. Oh, Cahill pushed. Push from behind.
Yeah, he's going to call it. He's going to call it. If they come up with possession, they're going to call it. The whistle should blow right now. I cannot believe they didn't call a push. I cannot believe they didn't call a push on that. Cahill got mauled on that one. Well, maybe the whistles are in the pocket for the rest of the game, Bill, with 7 minutes left. I don't know. He got pushed. It definitely looked like there was push going for that ball.
7 minutes left. Dover-Sherborn 14, Medfield 12.
Dover-Sherborn with possession, showing all kinds of patience.
Yep, they're going to slow this down.
2-goal game. Medfield just has got to take advantage of their opportunities.
They can't
Man
score
with the
here.
ball, driving, gets it to X. Man again with the ball.
He's had a nice game.
Oh, that's going to be a charge.
You don't see it a lot, Nick, but you're not allowed to put your shoulder down and bury it into the guy.
He's had a great game. He's a big kid, too. I mean, he's a real big kid. I would love to see one of our middies to flash for...
Where's his help? Circus-like swim dodge.
God. Wow. Well, Owen Murphy gets that loose ball, a little bit of patience, and buries it and brings Medfield to within one. With 6:04 left, this crowd is fired up. Dover-Sherborn 14, Medfield 13. The moment of silence that you just experienced from in the booth was Bill and I with our jaws wide open watching just this ball bouncing everywhere. We didn't know who had the ball. And Murph somehow gets control of it in the crease and just buries it.
Well, I don't know if you caught that. Murph also then turned to the Dover-Sherborn fans and gave them a little shush sign. Seems to have rallied them a little bit more. But remember, Owen Murphy scored the overtime goal in the first meeting this year, so...
And I think that's his third for the night as well. Second at least. Beautiful face.
There we go. The ball's starting to bounce Medfield's way. Double team on McCordick. Gets a touch. Here comes his help. Not that he needs it.
And here comes McLean up top. Transitioning Doldorf. McLean's going to drop in and they'll start their offense. McLean's dropping in from the top. Should be coming down right now.
5:35. It's a one-goal game. We knew it was going to be exciting. We didn't know it was going to be this exciting. We're going crazy here in the booth. They're going crazy out in the stands. Cahill dodges. Cahill shoots. Wide right.
It's okay. Coach doesn't think so, but you know what? It was a good backup by Nigel Reef. And we got a one-goal game right now with 5:20 left on the clock. DS up by 1. And Medfield's very patient with the ball. Huge face-off. Real clean by Jack Henry. Great confidence builder. And McCordick just took an absolute snipe from up top to tie this game up 14 apiece.
And the crowd is going nuts here in Medfield.
You know, Bill, I would not have thought he would have taken that shot from that distance, but there is nobody on this team that has a harder shot than Kevin McCordick, and he's got a lot of tricks in his bag. He can bring it down the alleys, he can shoot it righty and lefty, and he's been a really, real big player for us. Absolute Dover-Sherborn killer in the last game. They're just showing up right now with an absolute bazooka from up top.
No, you're right. That shot was from 15 yards out, Nick. He dodged right. Slide came before the defensive man could pick him up. Boom. Top right.
Trieber back out of his attack position, playing the wing to help Jack out on that.
Didn't need any help that time. Gets it right over to the long pole. Matt Dold. Back to the goalie. Reverses it. And here we come. Sam Norman
Just
gets the
beautiful
clear to
job.
McLean. And here comes Medfield.
Great face-off back-to-back by Jack Henry Vara. Just a great effort all day, and the ball just getting a little bit of a break. Great job by Dole picking the ball up off the wing, dropping it back to Kyle Gately and swinging up the sidelines. Medfield much more patient. And Trieber coming across, very unselfish, goes weak side. Bang! Unbelievable.
Number
Great.
5, John McLean, with a big goal to put Medfield up by 1.
15-14, and this is the thing that Matthew Trieber does so well. All game, he is being doubled coming around that corner, and there's no kid that's working harder, whether it's on face-offs, on ground balls, on rides, clears, whatever. He made that all happen. He's done it all night, and McLean's been the beneficiary of that hard work. Comes around, picks the double up, knows he's got two guys. McLean's wide open on the side. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, if you
play.
notice what they've been doing, Nick, they've been dodging from X. The slide's been coming. The defense has been shifting, and they've been skip passing.
Yep.
So that pass came from low right all the way to top left, and like you said, McLean benefited from that great feed.
Clean win by DS off the face. And they're settling it down to X right now. Medfield up 15-14 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Absolute turn of events. Like I said earlier, Bill, and I love being right, 4-goal game can disappear very quickly in the game of lacrosse.
So dover-sherborn now trying to stop the bleeding. They desperately need something here. Great save by Gately.
Big save by Gately. Backed up by DS. DS taking the ball from just behind the cage, bringing it up top.
3:45 left. Medfield by 1. Dover-sherborn with possession.
Gately coming up real big once again towards the end of the game against DS. He's had some massive saves.
Oh!
Absolute bomb. No one's stopping that one.
Yep, we've called this name before. Andrew Mahoney's having a heck of a game for Dover-sherborn. Again, back and forth, tied at 15s.
That's a big shot. Bringing Matthew Treba back up in the wing to assist Jack Henry on that face-off to get those ground balls. Kevin McCordick filling in for Treba down in the attack. Dold far wing side. Game is even, 15 apiece. 3:31 left in the fourth quarter for the TVL championship. Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, unbelievable. Past the Tums. My stomach is killing me.
Probably one of the only things I didn't bring up here tonight. Next game, though. Next game. Come on, Jack.
The Wings are jockeying for position.
Pull that out. He's on top of Jack. That should be a hold. Everyone's calling hold right now. Jack's trying to. He's got him pinned on top
There
of
it
his
is.
stick.
And Treba. Oh, that's a push.
Thank you.
Finally. The ref takes his whistle out of his pocket and blows us. Treba with the ball up top. Here comes the offensive unit. Oh.
He's got it. Nope.
Great decision.
Yeah, he's not selfish. He knows that every possession counts.
Well, and Dover-sherborn, I think, got caught napping on that one. They were waiting for the Medfield's offensive people to come. Oh, great look.
That hit someone. Jack Cahill wound up. I think it hit someone, Bill. I don't know if that was a save or not.
I don't know.
But their goalie definitely got possession.
Oh, great stick by Nigel Reef.
Oh, fast break.
Stops the clear, no goalie in the net. Oh, what a save! Was that a diving save?
I don't know. Unbelievable. But they
Coming
just
up
Hail Married
white,
it.
coming up white.
Settle it down. 2 minutes left. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. We're going to get a lock in. Nope, we're tied, so we do not have to lock in. Let's play this for last shot and get out of this game. McLean with a shorty. He's going to definitely take him. Quick flip pass to McCordick. DS with the ball.
Unforced turnover. Number 3 still kept the ball. Great stick handling by number 3.
That was a huge play. 150 left in the game. Tied up 15-15.
All right, let's see what we can do on this ride. Murph.
McLean all over him. They're coming up.
All right, we don't mind this. I'm not sure.
And
Timeout.
we've got timeout on the DS side with 1 minute and 36 seconds left. All tied up, 15-all.
I was just going to say, I don't think either coach has called a timeout in the second half, Nick. Perfect timing. You don't want your goalie over the midline. In a tight game like this, you want to get it into the hands of an offensive player. 136. The energy is high, just like you'd expect for a playoff game.
Yeah,
Of course, this is for the Tri-Valley Championship.
This has been everything it was advertised to be. Every team, both teams playing at full strength. All their best players are on the field. 15-15 with 1 minute 36 left, identical to the last game that we played in, almost to the score. I think we won that last game 15-14, if I'm not mistaken, in overtime. Hoping this does not go to an overtime game. But then again, DS's possession, 136 left, and they're going to definitely be taking the last shot. And these are long face-offs that we have, so it'll be scramble time. So hopefully Medfield just bears down and plays good, solid defense, and we can create a turnover.
Well, the huddles are breaking. The players are running back out in the field. Of course, led by Kyle Gately. He always is the first one to sprint out of that huddle. I think that's something he picked up from Robert Treber, his predecessor.
Kyle's no stranger to these type of situations. So the game doesn't. This game is not going to come down to this one shot. It's going to be a possession, and I have the feeling it's going to be a very long possession before they take a shot off. I probably would think that it's either going to be a number 9's hands at the end or number 7's.
Although number 24's no slouch either.
Nope.
Guns or knives?
Yeah, take your pick.
All right, so here we go. Minute and a half left. Dover-Sherborn with possession, moving the ball around well. Ball's at X. Spanglenberg has it. They seem to be shutting off Laidman in the middle.
I think they're decoying Laidman right now. They're just leaving him in the middle, but he's got a shorty on him.
Cahill.
So I'm not sure, what the intent is on that one.
Cahill's just right in his shorts, not letting him do anything.
He's free. He's just going to stay there. Number 6 is getting wide open. Quinney's going to come up a little bit higher on him.
Yeah, and Davies has been deadly from that.
Yep, he sure has. Down to 45 seconds left in the game, all tied 15 apiece.
Yep, they're playing for last shot, Nick.
Yep. The whistles will definitely be in the pocket. Great play.
Great
Oh,
defense.
boy.
Great defense. Boy, he needs to pass that ball. Loose ball. Loose ball.
Comes up Black again. Son of a gun. 27 seconds left.
Well,
They
it's a
are
nail
not rushing
biter.
it. This is amazing. This is a very well-disciplined offense.
15 seconds left.
Ball down.
They're not going to let Laidman have the ball.
Oh, no. Don't let him inside.
Boy, I might.
4 seconds left. Oh, and they just scored with 1.8 seconds left. 1.8 seconds left. Great bounce shot. Went up top corner. 1.8 seconds. That's just a killer.
Gailey had great position. I don't think he expected the ball to be bouncing from that far out, Nick. That thing just caught the top of the goal.
That's just a tough. It's a great shot. You should score that goal. It was a great shot. Very patient on the offense, and you know what? They deserve the win. They played a great game. I think they played a little bit better than Medfield, especially on a couple of runs that they had. But you know what? I think both teams played their hearts out.
Well, the
And that's it.
Dover-Sherborn fans are going nuts. The sidelines are going nuts. They're running down to congratulate their goalie.
Medfield shouldn't hang their heads on this one. They fought really tough. They came back from a 4-goal deficit and almost pulled it off. Great game. Absolute game. Just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Once again, Bill, thanks as always for working with me tonight in the booth. And you called a great game. And I look forward to the next game. I don't know when we'll be back on here, but thanks again. Anything else to say?
No, Nick, it was a pleasure. Heck of a game tonight. Two terrific teams, a great game. They've played twice. They've scored the same amount of goals, 1-goal games each way. I'm sure they're both going to go very deep in the playoffs, and I wish them both luck. That is it for me. Good night. Take it easy. Congratulations, guys.
The preceding was a production of Medfield TV.